EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and our home team. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers. And incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Crusaders, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 14-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28.
Another day, another dollar,
and
baby.
He will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
21-0 our score after one.
Washington 21, Crusaders nothing.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews. 46 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Crosby set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 56 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
23 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point try now for Succop. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes this Washington 48, Crusaders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Now Crosby for the point after. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Crusaders 14. Mason Crosby set to...
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again to Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's third down.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
It's fourth down.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Marquez.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
4-8.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You better bring it. Back north. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Got you.
And again, it's Rodgers. Finding room to the 20. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Devontae Adams. 33 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Good.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Mason Crosby set to
Now after the
off.
touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
3 down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside
you gotta
the
feel it,
25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Curtis Samuel with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 55. Crusaders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We don't know why, before they go, I can't go toast. Give them a rose, but they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one who failed. Don't know how I feel. I wanted to flex. They told me to chill. I'm making a flip.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We got 3. Watch 17. Watch 17. Jim.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's the way you.
Ronald Jones, 69 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. There he goes.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
Crusaders 21.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
15-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The left side throw complete to Adams. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
3 down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big run there by Jones. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Second and 10. At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Ryan Suckup on for the
good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the
They'll run it with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
down and 9.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down. Here's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Guys, it's game.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete.
Finals,
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Washington, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.